The first thing that I would like to talk about today is a update from Hololive Production, letting us know that unfortunately Gawr Gura is taking a break from streaming again for a short period of time due to health reasons. They specify that she will continue to use Twitter to connect with her fans, so feel free to send her your well wishes and your love. They thank us for our patience and understanding. And I have to say, it was only December 1st when she returned to us, so for her to immediately have to take another break so soon, I'm sure is very upsetting to all the loyal chumbuds. I can only imagine what she's going through right now, so I wish her all the best, and I hope that when she does return, she can stay streaming for a long period of time. And I actually wanted to highlight this comment because I feel like they make a good point. Streaming as a whole is very easy to fall into bad habits. Those bad habits equal less energy and a lower immune system. Health-wise, it's super unsustainable and demands you exercise and do healthy stuff off stream. And I feel like that's very, very true. When you're a full-time streamer, you spend hours and hours a day with chat, and when you're done, you're mentally exhausted from trying to keep up with chat and, be entertaining and high energy, which leaves you with very little energy to exercise and eat right, and that can take a toll on your body. So to all of my fellow streamers out there, please be sure to take care of yourselves. I want you to all stay as healthy as possible, as long as possible. The next thing I wanted to talk about is apparently PewDiePie's beloved one-eyed pug Maya has passed away at 17 years old, which I would just like to point out is a wildly long time for a pug to live. Pugs oftentimes very short lifespans because their compressed face makes it hard for them to breathe, so they usually die of health complications at a much younger age. So I feel like that is proof that PewDiePie was taking excellent care of his pug because the pug lived for so long. Now, as you can imagine, the community collectively came together to mourn the loss of this pug, and I'm actually totally kidding, this is the internet. Who give a fuck? Why he still got a platform? Rip Bozo. Laugh emojis. L. Hopefully the owner is next. Hate me or hate me, but I could give a fuck about him or his fuck-ass dog. Good. Shame it wasn't the owner. Too bad it wasn't him. Didn't ask plus ratio plus cringe. It's just a dog, and an ugly one too. It is saddening but not surprising that the internet is so toxic they can't even mourn the loss of a beloved pet. In case you needed any more proof that Twitter is a toxic hellhole, here it is. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about is a clip from Yellow Kiyomi highlighting what Uki had to say about Yugo's graduation. I thought it was relevant, so I wanted to share this clip with you.
Important thing that I wanted to say, and I made sure, with staff son that I'm allowed to say this in public. I need everyone to know that we fought for him. Okay? And if anyone tries to say otherwise, or try to say that we let this happen, or some other bullshit like that, I will fuck you up. We fought for him, and Any Color tried to find a way to work things out with him and find a compromise and stuff, but it just couldn't happen. So that is what has led to the decision.
So if you'd like to go check out the full clip on YouTube, you can go check out Yellow Kiyomi. VIoleta's stream was only 33 minutes long, so you can also just go ahead and check out the full stream for the full amount of context. Either way, I do find it genuinely interesting and genuinely valuable to know that other members of Nijisanji were aware that Yugo was about to be terminated and did everything that they could to keep him there and tried to negotiate. And while I am genuinely happy that, Yugo's homies had their back and tried to save their job, it does make me genuinely curious what the final straw was. I can only speculate that Any Color had multiple issues with Yugo, and I can only imagine that this must be at least partly Yugo's decision, even if they were ultimately fired, because it sounds like they weren't able to work out a compromise on what can only be multiple separate issues. So if they genuinely weren't able to reach whatever compromise was needed to keep them employed, I can only imagine that this is not a work environment that would have benefited Yugo anyway. Because I have to imagine that unless it was extremely serious, anyone would bend over backwards to keep what is objectively a dream job. Being able to stream, talk to chat, and play video games for a living is an absolute dream, and I don't think anyone would give that up over something minor. But that's just speculation, that's my take on the matter, and of course I pass it along to you. What do y'all think about this situation? Any and all thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.